Hello everyone, welcome again to my channel. Today we're going to take a look at the Samsung Galaxy Watch 4 Classic. We're going to look at the software in terms of the Galaxy wearable app and look at what apps are there, the watch faces, and also compare it to the Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 and see which platform in terms of Wear OS and Tizen has the best apps to offer. So here we go. So this is my Samsung Z Fold 3 and I normally keep all of my health stuff there. So we go into the wearable app and I'm just using the S Pen to sort of navigate through. So this is the basic layout, and if you've got the Z Fold 2 and it's connected to, let's say for example mine is connected to the Watch 3, and basically it's going to look the same. The only difference is going to be the store at the bottom. So having a look at this, it's going to be the same, so I'm not going to walk through it really. It's just as it is. So it's just watch faces. If you go there, you just got some presets watch faces that you can choose. And when you go back, this says apps. So basically whatever app is on your phone, some of them you can mirror it to your watch, and you can download apps to your watch specifically and stuff like that. And tiles are basically widgets, and so just a few of them that you can actually choose. So we're not going to go really through it. It's self-explanatory. And quick panels are basically when you pull down the notification shade on your watch, how do you want to arrange your panels over there. So nothing too exciting. Basically, as I said prior, the only difference is the store at the bottom of the page. So basically for the Galaxy Watch 4, you're going to have the Play Store over there, whereas with the Watch 3 you're going to have the Galaxy Store. So going to the Galaxy Store, you've got sort of a plethora of watch faces and apps, which I feel is more extensive, and it's just straight off. You can see it and you can just download it and it just works. So for example, if I'm looking for, let's say, digital watch faces, I tap on that and I have an extensive amount of watch faces to choose from, which is almost never ending. And for example, let's go to the free ones. And let's say I wanted this watch face. So at the moment, this is my watch face on my Watch 3. I wanted this watch face. All I have to do is just download it. So we just download it. So once downloaded, you just hit apply. It tells you to check your watch, and basically that's it. As simple as that. These are just permissions to use like the sensors and then like the weather and stuff like that. But as simple as that. Now let's look at it on the Watch 4 with the Google Play Store. With the Watch 4, how to change your watch faces. Apart from the presets, let's say that you wanted to download a watch face. You go to the Play Store as usual. Let's just choose like classic watch faces, and maybe we see this one, or you prefer to have this one. You're going to have to download it not just on your watch, but also on your phone. Whereby on the Samsung store, you just download it straight to your watch and just start using it. So for simplicity, I just chose this watch and I wanted to use it. So it downloads to the phone and also to the watch. So it's downloaded to the phone. So open, it initially asks you a bunch of permissions, and once you go through them, this is it. So basically with here you can sort of customize your watch faces, which is all good. But then to see it on your watch, you're going to have to hold it in, and then it's going to be here like that. So it's not just a one step whereby you just download it while having your phone on you and just apply it and boom, it just goes straight on your watch, just as it did for this. You're going to have to do a few more steps before you can get the watch faces, and this is just this watch faces. It varies for lots of the watch faces. So it varies in the sense that, for example, if we do go back, an app like this, it's got lots of watch faces in there. So you're going to have to download this app, open it, and then allow all the permissions. These apps are usually riddled with advertisement, which is just so crazy. Almost every action you do merits an advert. So you go through the watch faces on here and then sort of link it like that over there. There we go. Link it to your watch, which is so cumbersome. The Samsung Let's stop this. The Samsung store is just much simpler. It's just got lots and lots of watch faces, and it's just so easy just to tie it in with your watch with just one button. You don't have to do a multi-step approach and allow so much bloatware on your phone just to get a watch that you like. Here are some similarities and some differences between the Watch 3, which is this one, and then the Watch 4, which is this one. So basically, the first difference that I noticed was the on and off button. So with the Watch 3, the on and off button is at the bottom. So it's this button over here. So if you do hold it in, it will tell you to power off. Whereas with the Watch 4, it's moved up over here where the red trim is. So if you press and hold that, that's going to tell you whether you can turn it off or not. Next differences between the Watch 3 and the Watch 4 is the home and back button. So in the Watch 3, the home button is placed at the bottom here and the back button is at the top. Whereas the Watch 4, the back button is at the bottom and the home button is at the top. So to demonstrate, basically, for example, if we do go into, let's say, our step count, and I want to go home on the Watch 3, I will basically press there and just take me straight to the watch face. Or if I do go back to, let's say, my step count, and I want to go back, I press the top bit, and then it just takes me back, and then press it again to go to the watch face. Whereas with the Watch 4, if I do go to my step count, if I want to go back, I press the bottom button to go back. Whereas if I'm back in there again and I want to go home, I'll press the home button at the top to go to the watch face. Next difference is the app drawer. So with the Watch 3, the app drawer is a button you press at the bottom. So you just press that over there and you get your apps, and then you can cycle through what apps you want and stuff like that. Whereas with the Watch 4, you just have to swipe from the bottom up, and then you get layout with the circular apps. Next difference between these two is the app store. So basically, if you want to download apps or if you want to download new watch faces, for the Watch 3, if you want to download a watch face on app, you basically, let's say a watch face, you basically scroll all the way to the end until you get to, it says Galaxy Store, and then from there you can basically download watch faces. Whereas with the Watch 4, if you do the same and you go straight to the end of your watch faces and you tap there, you get your Google Play Store. The next difference is the NFC payment. So with the Watch 3, is only Samsung Pay you can use, whereas in the Watch 4 you can use Samsung and Google Pay or Android Pay. So basically with the Watch 3, if we go to the settings and you go into connection and then you go to NFC, and over there you can, the only option you've got is Samsung Pay. Whereas if you do the same for this, if you go to the settings, connections, NFC, and then you go to payment, you have an option to choose Samsung Pay or to choose Google Pay. And the next differences between these two watches is how you pay. So basically with the Watch 3, to do your Samsung Pay, you use the top button and you press and you hold, and then you just put in your PIN, and then you have access to Samsung Pay that way. And because in the Watch 4, the back button and the home button has been swapped, so with the Watch 4, you're going to have to use the bottom bit, press and hold, and then it takes you straight to your Samsung Pay or your Google Pay, whichever you choose.